too. We're just picking our way through a lot of junk in the water, seaweed and sticks and logs, just as we're leaving Clem 2 Passage. Super calm, not even a breath of wind. Did I say it was 7:15? It's pretty early. And visibility's good. We weren't sure if we'd be able to leave early because it had predicted fog patches, so you don't know where those will be. But no fog. I can see quite a distance. Devlin checked the conditions in Bella Bella, which is where we're headed, and it was 16-kilometer visibility, so that's good. So probably going to be pretty safe between here and there for no fog. Oh, and I see a porpoise way ahead. Yeah, I see it. And I just saw a sea lion in the channel here. So maybe we'll see some wildlife today. Still amazing how much wildlife is in Clem 2 with the eagles and the fish in the water and the sea life attached to the dock. The bears that were in town, the black bear and the grizzly, we didn't see them, but we saw the poop. And we saw more of it actually after that first bear dropping sighting. And then the Toronto Raptors won last night. First time in Canadian history, or in NBA history, that a Canadian team won the championship. Devlin's from Toronto. Somebody on the boat was very excited. As well as a lot of people in Clem 2. So there was like a row of cars, I think it was 10 cars, honking and doing a full loop of the town. They were pretty excited. Not everyone knows that the north coast of BC has a lot of basketball activity, and there's a big tournament in February in Prince Rupert called the All Native Basketball Tournament. So villages from all up and down the coast, and even in Alaska, come and compete at this tournament, and you'll have 100-point games, so they're good games. So we usually go to that, a couple of those, when we were living in Prince Rupert. So, of course, and Clem 2 has a team, so they were pretty excited. And we were laughing after and said, well, I don't think those bears are around anymore with all the honking. It was 10 cars honking steady for half an hour probably, going through the village. So those bears are long gone, I think. And we're just gonna keep steaming because now there's no wind, but there is supposed to turn to northwest pretty soon, and then westerlies. So either of those will be fine for us for sailing. So we're hoping today, if not today, hopefully tomorrow. And we'll see what happens. I think we've got about 5 or 6 hours to get to Bella Bella. And the main thing is we're not fighting any serious weather. I'd rather have no wind than 35 knots of wind in any direction, because it can get ugly in here. So this way we know we're safe. We have to use the engine, but that's just the way it's been so far on this trip. The wind has been on the nose or no wind. So what can you do? Like the channels are too narrow to be tacking back and forth. Some of them you could, but it's also, we've got some big days, like 40 mile days minimum right now. So anyways, we're gonna keep steaming forward and get to Bella Bella / Shearwater. It's two communities, so we'll see where we end up staying. finally turned the motor off. Just coming into Millbank Sound. Millbank Sound, I think it's called. And it's open ocean here. And there's a humpback right in front of us. Brent and Joan just went out to check it out.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, there goes the tail. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Right in front of us. We should have been filming that.
Should have been.
Instead we're filming me. That's okay. And we're not going that fast, 3 knots over ground, but we're doing 3.3, 3.4 in the water. So we are fighting current, but there's a little breeze. And it's kind of upwind, but it's nice and quiet. If I had no schedule, this is how I would travel 90% of the time. But we're on a schedule, so we can afford to do this for a bit today and see. The wind is actually pretty light. It felt a little, it always feels a little more when you're motoring. Obviously there's that apparent wind, but we've got the main up anyways, so we can always bring that up or down. Sorry, leave the main up. We can always roll the head sail in and out. And I've just got my jib up there still, so it's would be nicer to have the Genoa, but we'll keep the jib up for now.
And what other marine wildlife did you see?
We saw like a super pod of porpoises. There must have been 60 to 100 or 60 to 80 of these porpoises swimming around. Only a handful came to the boat. They were kind of behind us, and to the side and behind us, but that was pretty awesome to see. So we never really got the whole pod, but they were really close by and jumping, and they looked like they were on a mission to find food. And that whale just went down here.
I guess we better watch for that whale to come up.
Yeah, we better watch for him. He should be coming up, well, in a little bit. They can hold their breath a long time. But nice to have the sails up. So what do you guys think about sailing?
Great. I love the quiet.
Yeah, no more engine noise.
Yeah.
And peaceful.
It's peaceful.
Still moving.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
You could get used to it.
I could
I
get
could get used to
it.
it.
As long as they had 2 kayaks on the front, we'd be well.
Perfect. And is Devlin happy we're sailing?
Yes. Boat's nice and stable. We're not going too fast, but it's quiet and sun's out. Sails are up.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for anything better.
And we're less than 10 miles to Bella Bella.
Amazing. And it's
That's all? Wow.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, be there in a couple hours. Joan's doing great.
made it to Shearwater.
We've made it to Shearwater, and we're just going. We just anchored in the bay at Shearwater. Now we're just going to the dock, and we're going to check out what's on shore. You can get a few things here: groceries, fuel, water. I said groceries.
New laundry.
Laundry. There's a little supply store for boating goods. And what else can you get? Oh, there's a pub. You can go for dinner. There's also a passenger ferry that goes from here over to Bella Bella. Oh, and there's a haul out. So if you're cruising the Inside Passage and you need an emergency haul out, they have that service here. I'm not sure what the largest boat is they can do, but a boat like ours could easily be hauled out. And we should be there in a few minutes. It's just not too far from where we're anchored to the Shearwater Resort. Well, it's kind of not a resort, but facilities. And the engine's running okay, the dinghy engine. Hasn't run for a while.
So, end of the day. How did day 5 go?
It was a good day. We made it from Clem 2 to Bella Bella Shearwater. It was just over 40 miles. And as I mentioned on the way in, with the dinghy, there's lots of amenities here. And this is Brent and Joan's last day, so they're on their way, or they're going to stay here and go back to Prince Rupert on the ferry. So, this is the last night with them. They're going to stay the night, and then I'll drop them off at the marina in the morning. Then there's that passenger ferry that'll take them to Bella Bella, and then they're catching the BC ferry like at 2 a.m. that evening, just past midnight, and we'll continue south. So next destination is Hakai Pass, which is a really nice spot. Looking forward to going there, and Devlin's never been there, so should be exciting for her.
And how was the travel south today?
Oh, it was great. We saw whales breaching, just whales blowing. Saw like 60 to 80 porpoises at once. Some of them swam with us. Did some sailing. Had nice wind for that. Brent and Joan got a try at the helm, and Devlin was at the helm, and I got a little time at the helm. So those kind of days are good. And the sun is out, so no complaints there either. And hopefully this weather holds up for another week or two.